Thank you to the Downtown Democrats, to Mr. Buhaker, and to all of you who have made your presence here today. I'm honored to stand here today as a candidate for Congress for the 7th Congressional District. This is the land of opportunity, and the land where we believe in the United States Constitution, where the preamble proclaims, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the rights of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form. My presence today is one that is unlikely to some and unexpected by others. Only in District 7 is my story born. In the words of the great Mahatma Gandhi, strength does not come from physical capacity, it comes from an indomitable will. I am a descendant of those who came before me from Greene County, Alabama, where my mother's mother, my grandmother Maxine McCain, was born. She married my grandfather John Holly. They worked as sharecroppers. They later moved to Tuscaloosa County to build a house and a new life. He worked at a steel mill. They had 7 children, one of whom would become my mother, the only one of 7 to graduate with a high school diploma. She married, but her living conditions remained the same. She lived in a house with no electricity, no running water. At times, she walked miles to a local service station to collect water for her family. A city worker noticed her living conditions and condemned that house, moving her family to better conditions, still in poverty, into a newly developed housing project. She would give birth to her 5th child there. No medicine, no health care, no doctors. It was there that I was introduced to poverty. I know poverty firsthand. I have had a conversation with poverty for most of my life. She accepted no welfare but worked 3 jobs to support her 7 children. All but 2 graduated from high school. Only 1 graduated from the University of Alabama with honors. She had an unbelievable dream that you didn't have to be rich in order to gain success, just work hard. Some have a desire to work hard, but can't because unemployment in America affects 18 million people. Alabama's unemployment rate is 11%. It is even more prevalent in District 7, as Wilcox County is at 24.7%, Dallas County at 20.1%, and Greene County at 15%. Jobs have even left our district. Last year, it was reported that more than 1.8 million call center jobs have been shipped overseas. We need to give companies incentives to keep jobs here in America. We need to create jobs by giving tax incentives to small businesses who hire employees at a higher tax rate, at a higher rate than minimum wage. The truth is, my mother discovered long ago that there are really 2 Americas. In one America, someone is complaining that they may not have enough to shop at Macy's, while the other is debating on whether to pay the electric bill or put food on the table. In one America, someone is traveling less, preserving their transportation costs, while the other is having his car repossessed. In one America, someone is living above the law, while the others have to play by the rules. In one America, mortgage companies are modifying home loans, while the other is grieving home foreclosure. In one America, someone can be seen by a doctor while the other is being denied care because of pre-existing conditions. We have work to do. Just as my mother rose above her circumstance, she also taught me to rise. So I say today to District 7, it is time to rise. Now is the time to rise above our obscure conditions. Just as President Franklin D. Roosevelt laid out his War on Poverty plan, and President Johnson began to institute much of it, I say it is time to eradicate poverty. Every person who wants to work should have the right to a job. And they not only have a right to a job, but a right to a decent, livable wage. The right to equal pay for equal or comparable work. Thanks to Congress last night for passing the jobs bill. Not only that, the right to adequate health care. It is an intimate yet interconnected issue that is affecting our economy. More than 45 million Americans have no coverage. that affects 17% of our economy. A friend of mine who lives in District 7, she fits the profile perfectly. She's a hard worker. She deserved health care, but she was denied coverage because of an insurance discrepancy. She was denied coverage. She was 6 months pregnant and lost her baby. 5 days after losing her baby, after insurance was verified, the hospital admitted her. We should be able to buy insurance across state lines and eliminate in-network physicians and be able to choose to go to the nearest healthcare provider for adequate care. I say to Democrats today, when I'm elected to the office of Congress, representing District 7, I want treated as if I'm being rewarded for service. It will be my calling to move this district forward out of its condition by putting common sense into practice. It's time for our leaders to live up to a new standard. Take the mask off and be true leaders that we were called to be. It's time to elect Patricia Evans Mokolo to the office of Congress for the 7th District in Alabama. Thank you.